Salutations, everybody. Salutations. Wait a minute. How many people just start off by saying salutations? They say hi just by saying salutations. Usually they just say greetings and then greetings and salutations. Like who the hell starts with just salutations and then that's it? I'm gonna start that fad. God damn it! I'm gonna start this trend of saying just salutations. I'll be like, hey, I'll be like salutations, and then I'll move on to reviewing my movie, which is what I'm about to do right now. And right now, I am going to start the review of the latest movie to be splattered and splooged all over the theater's silver screen. And this week, that movie that has been splattered has been is the Expendables. The Expendables 3. Yes, there has been 3 Expendables, and with me to discuss the Expendables is a blood slash Chud Nofsky. Hello, blood slash Chudnofsky.
Oh, that's the last time I have told you many times that my name is only Bladnovsky, not Chudnovsky. Bladnovsky.
Sorry. I know you don't like being called Chudnofsky because you're Bludnofsky. You like to be referred to as a supervillain.
Yes, I love being a supervillain.
Yes, and I'm going to have to thank you, Bludnofsky, for filling in for me back in the middle of May, back when I had a mental breakdown and had to leave for a couple weeks, and you filled in for me and did the Godzilla review.
Yes, and now you have no idea what that movie is like because I reviewed it instead of you.
Yeah, that's going to get really awkward when the sequel comes out.
Oh, when does the sequel come out? I can't wait to return, as I know I deserve to.
Yeah, don't worry, we have plenty of time before that. 2018.
Oh, God damn it. 2018. What am I supposed to do till then?
Well, you could review this movie with me.
Oh, okay. So, the movie in question is The Expendables. Am I correct?
Yes, this week we are reviewing the Expendables number 3 instead of saying some kind of subtitle like we usually do. It's weird. Usually, when I have a sequel to review, I have to say the subtitle. But the Expendables relieves me from doing that.
Yes, they are very courteous.
Yes. Now, what were your initial thoughts? Sorry, I get something caught in my mouth right there. Don't crawl in if you're a bug. Okay, I got rid of it. So anyway, what were your initial thoughts of the movie?
Oh, yes. My initial thoughts. Well, have you, Franklin? Have you, Mr. Graviton? Have you seen the first and second Expendables?
I saw part of the first one on TV, and I saw the second one in the movie theaters.
Oh, what a coincidence. I also have seen only parts of this first one on TV, and then only, and then saw the second one in the theaters.
Yes. So, what a really odd coincidence right there.
Yes, it's very unusual. Now, let's. Now, what was the question you were asking me?
I was asking you, what did you think about this movie at first?
Oh, oh yes. Well, compared to the first two, exactly the same.
Really? The same?
Yes, not better, but not worse either.
Yes, and that's how I kind of feel about this too. Uh, more of the same. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's like they thought, oh, how can we make sure that we don't decline in quality? I know. Let's make it exactly the same as the first two, verbatim.
Yes, and by not declining in quality, by not changing anything at all, it seems it kinda is bad by saying by not changing anything at all. You know, it makes it kind of repetitive, if you will.
Yes, repetitive.
Yes, and we will expound upon this as we after we break it down.
Oh, yes, break it down. Let's break it down right now. I want to break it down.
Yeah, how come you speak as if you're always in an orgasm?
Because I am.
Okay, that was too much information. All right, let's do it. Let's jump right in and recap the movie.
Yes, let's jump in. Let's jump in really hard and fast.
Yeah. So we begin the movie with the big explosion of the Earth. Oh no, it's the apocalypse. Nope, just a movie logo. And then, much like we are doing, the movie just jumps right into the action. Like doesn't give us any wait. It doesn't give us any chance to get used to being in this movie. There's like boom, action all of a sudden. No time for explaining what's going on. Just action already. And we see a choo-choo train and this helicopter, and we just see Expendables already in the helicopter. It's like they open right in the middle of the action.
Yes, they don't give us any time. They don't give us any patience. They just jump right in. They don't expect you to get used to being in the movie. They're like, you want some exposition? Too bad, you're already in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, it's like we were in the middle of the movie before, anyways, paused, and then they played it. They just pressed play all of a sudden, and like, whoa, what the hell? The trains, helicopters, Sylvester Stallone, the Dolph Lundgren, these foreign bad guys that we just assume are bad guys because they're in like military outfits and they're brown. Jason Statham and the American Jason Statham, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, give us a little breathing room. Oh my gosh.
Yes, and it is through only the actions that tell us what the fuck is going on.
Yes, apparently these militaristic bad guys are holding someone in hostage, and then they take the mask off of this hostage person, and it turns out they're holding a prisoner, and that prisoner is who is it?
Oh, let me guess. Wesley Snipes?
Yes, you saw the trailer, so you know exactly who that is. It's Wesley Snipes. Uh, looks like he hasn't shaven. He looks like he hasn't shit shaved or showered in many, many weeks. Uh, and they expect there to be a reference to him being in jail.
And it won't be subtle at all.
Nope, no subtlety whatsoever found in the Expendables movies. Not that you were expecting there to be subtlety. Anyway, so they try to save Wesley Snipes from these militaristic people, but Wesley Snipes is like, nah, man, I got my own subplot to take care of. I'm gonna destroy this. I'm gonna destroy this here uh prison.
Oh, you got to let back on the imitating.
But I like doing that. And besides, there's a whole bunch of people I can do impressions of in this movie.
Well, save your energy for them. Don't waste it on Wesley Snipes.
Okay. So Wesley Snipes is like, oh, I get my own subplot to with these militaristic guys. I gotta kill them first. It's my story arc. So he uses the choo-choo train to crash into the prison, and then he jumps off, gets into the helicopter with the other expendables, and then they fly off, and the prison explodes, and Wesley Snipes' story arc is over.
It's over?
Yep, it's done.
But, but it's only been like 4 minutes into the movie.
Yep, Wesley Snipes' story arc is over. Now he just stands around commenting on the other Expendables, being all like, oh, I used to be in the Expendables, but then insert reference to Wesley Snipes' career here.
Yes, there's a lot of insert references to the actor's past here in this movie.
Yeah, we're gonna get that a lot. So, Wesley Snipes is now a part of the Expendables. He uses a big ass blade to shave his face without severely cutting himself. And Jason Statham, he doesn't like him at first, but it's like, whatever. We need him because Jet Li is out for whatever reason. Which, whatever.
Yes, and then we cut to them flying back home.
Yes, we see them being we see them going to well, not home. Home is a bar for some reason.
Yes, apparently the Expendables live in a bar.
Yes, but they're not going to the bar. They're going to another sport place in Africa, Somalia, where we see them meet up with another expendable from the previous films, Terry Crews.
Yes, Terry Crews. But wait a minute. You can't have two black guys in one movie. That causes a paradox.
It might sound mean, but listen, people of the internet listening to this, he's not too far off. That's actually true. You actually can't have two black guys in the movie without there being some kind of time a paradox. So you know what that means? They gotta solve it by killing off Terry Crews.
Oh no, not Terry Crews.
But the way they do this is first showing all the Somali pirates like shooting them up, and they have this they badass chase scene where they're all in a pickup truck, and the bad guys are in a bus, and they're shooting and they're chasing, and then all of a sudden. We are revealed who the real big villain of the movie is.
Oh goody. Which super famous stunt casting are they gonna do for the villain?
why they're going to cast Mel Gibson, of course.
Oh, happy day, Mel fucking Gibson. Oh,
Yep, Mel Gibson is the villain of this movie, and he's like, and he's all like, hey, I remember you, Sylvester Stallone. We're not gonna explain this till later. So they're shooting them, and they're shooting them, and then Mel Gibson escapes on his helicopter, not before shooting the one Expendables. And he has a chance to shoot any Expendables he wants, so he's like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, the black one. So he shoots Terry Crews.
no.
Yep, apparently Mel Gibson knew that you're not allowed to have more than one black guy in the movie. So he was like, I've got like this whole big slew of white guys I can kill. Gonna kill the black guy.
Oh, no. I thought that, but wait a minute. I thought that, Mel Gibson was an anti Semite.
Apparently he's a yeah. I thought that too. I thought he was a anti-Semite, but apparently Mel Gibson is instead a anti-blackite. So after he commits this horrible act of a anti uh, blackitism, he he flies away on his helicopter of uh, of beaverness because he was in the movie about a beaver. Hey, you know what? Since these movies seem to be all about referencing the actors' past careers, why didn't Mel Gibson say in one of the in one of the scenes like Hey Sylvester Stallone, my best friend used to be a beaver puppet, and he was a better friend than you.
Oh, well, they passed up on that opportunity.
Yes, they did. So, um, so the Expendables are really sad and depressed. Terry Crews is all fucked up. The explosion didn't help. Uh, which reminds me, earlier, Sylvester Stallone blew up a helicopter, and he was walking away from it, but then Wesley Snipes looked at it, so that means he's not cool. Wesley Snipes is not cool because he looked at that explosion. But the point is that Terry Crews is now in the hospital.
Oh, no.
Yes, they had to. Terry Crews is in the hospital. Uh, Sylvester Stallone gives him a ring for good luck. The ring is a scary looking skull on it. I'm not sure how that entices luck because it looks more like a evil voodoo charm. That will. It looks like it can. It looks like it attracts bad juju instead of good luck. But the point is that everybody is sad. Everyone is sad. Arnold Schwarzenegger is there to also grief for Terry Crews's condition. Oh, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is my first cameo of the movie. I'm going to go away now until I have another cameo in this movie. And then another cameo is Harrison Ford, who's like,
Now it's my time for a cameo. God, God damn it. Fine, I'll do a cameo in this goddamn movie. Just as long as you don't put me in another cameo later. Oh, wait a minute, I do. God, God damn it.
so 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 apparently Harrison Ford has replaced Bruce Willis's role.
Yes, because in the previous movies, it was Bruce Willis that would pop in and tell Sylvester Stallone what to do for his missions, and then he would disappear.
Yes, but apparently, Bruce Willis was like, no, fuck that. I'm not coming back. I'm too busy. I'm too busy doing whatever the hell Bruce Willis agreed to do at the time. So he's out, and instead they replaced the role of bossy asshole with Harrison Ford, and Ford tells him that 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 hey, you gotta go defeat this guy, even though I already told you to do that. Uh, yeah, avenge Terry Crews, whatever. Goodbye. I'm gonna get my paycheck now. Okay, bye, Harrison Ford. See you later in the movie. So now, so now Sylvester Stallone has to regroup, but he realizes, wait a minute, Terry Crews is dying or might die, and I don't want the other Expendables to die. So he lets go his current team. He's like, guys, thanks for helping me all this time, but go fuck off now. Go fuck off. Go fuck off, Dolph Lundgren. Go fuck off, Jason Statham. Go fuck off, American Jason Statham. And go fuck off, Wesley Snipes, even though we spent the whole opening sequence trying to get you to be introduced into this movie. So the Expendables are like, okay, fine, fuck you too, Sylvester Stallone. And Sylvester Stallone is like, oh, okay. Now that I have fired all of my warriors who are really old and have nothing else to lose and were worth being destroyed because they have nothing to lose, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of young people who had their whole lives ahead of them to risk their lives instead. Hooray!
Yeah, that kind of was weird. Like, let's get rid of these old guys that are willing to die. Instead, let's get these young people who have their whole lives ahead of them.
Yes, let's get them to risk their lives so it can be even sadder.
And didn't this and remember the last time he tried to recruit a young soldier to be in his team?
Yeah, that didn't work out so well. He died.
Yes, which is yes, he didn't dodge that bullet like he did in real life.
Yes, in real life, he almost got married to Miley Cyrus, but didn't. But in the movie, he died.
Yes, very sad. He got impaled by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Right after, and he did it while doing the mega split between two buses, or was it trucks? I don't remember. God damn it. So anyway, Sylvester Stallone teams up with one of his old buddies, and which mega super action action star do they get to play his buddy to help him go on a cross country road to get a band together?
Why? Kelsey Grammer, of course.
What? He's not an action star.
No, but he's famous.
Yeah, but he's not an action star.
Well, he was in Transformers. Uh, that movie that you saw recently.
Oh yeah, I guess he's trying to become an action star. Oh well, good luck, Kelsey Grammer. But are you supposed to do that while you're being business partners with not Eddie Murphy from Life?
He'll manage. He's Kelsey fucking Grammer.
Yeah, you're probably right. So Kelsey Grammer in a Gilligan's hat helps Sylvester Stallone go on this Blues Brothers esque journey of finding new recruits for the new Expendables.
Yes, they should have their own spin-off movie called The Expendables Juniors.
Yes, Expendable Juniors. Expendable Juniors, yeah, yeah, yeah. Expendable Juniors. Trying to change the diapers.
Well, then that's young. They're in their 20s, not O's.
Yeah, sorry, that's exaggerating. I'm not a YouTube commenter who's like, oh, they casted a bunch of babies to be the new Fantastic Four. No, they didn't. They're all in their late 20s, and one of them is like 31. How the hell is that baby age? That's 31. Like, you're old enough to have your own house and car and do taxes. Jesus Christ. So, anyway, uh, so they get the new Expendables, all played by a bunch of unknowns, newcomers. First, they get newcomer number one, who is climbing a mountain, and then flies off in this with this horribly CGI'd parachute. And then newcomer number two, who's like this mohawk, punching guy.
Wait, I thought that was newcomer number 3.
Oh yeah, newcomer number two is the token female, because every Expendables movie, much with the black guys, just like how each Expendables films has a limit of only one black guy per film, each Expendables film is limited only one woman per film.
Well, didn't Jason Statham have that bitch from Buffy and Angel with him as his wife?
Well, yeah, but I mean like in the action. In the first one, it was a love interest in the first one, it was there was a love interest for Sylvester Stallone, who was some like foreign South American chick. And then the second one, it was a love interest for Dolph Lundgren, which was just some Asian chick. And in this one, it's some white American chick.
And who is she's a love interest for?
We'll get to that when we get to that. So she's beaten up, man, and she's oh, men, and that's her catchphrase apparently, men.
Men, 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 manly men, men, men.
Men, 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 men. Ooh, ooh.
Men, 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 manly men, men, men.
So anyway, then we get to our final newcomer, which is one of the assholes from Twilight, and they got their new Expendables.
But wait a minute. Didn't you skip one?
Oh yeah, Antonio Banderas offers to be drafted into the new Expendables, but Kelsey Grammer is like, God damn it, Antonio Banderas, you're way too old to be in the new Expendables. You should have asked back when the Expendables was hiring old people. Well, too late. You missed it. Now they're hiring young people, young, beautiful-looking people. Go fuck off, Antonio Banderas. So Antonio Banderas is like all angry, and he's looking at the audience, us, and I'm like, what are you looking at me for? I'm not the one miscasting you. So now Sylvester Stallone has his new Expendables together, and they're gonna go fight the bad guys. But then the old Expendables come. Jason Statham and American Jason Statham and Dolph Lundgren and Wesley Snipes, and they're like, God damn it, Sylvester Stallone, why don't you let us help you? And Sylvester's like, no, I don't want to risk the lives of you guys. I don't want any of you to die. I want these young people to die instead. And they're like, oh, okay. So they go fuck off, and Sylvester Stallone and his new expendable group go fly away into the airplane, fly away, and they go fight the bad guys, which are at this museum or some shit.
Yes, and Mel Gibson is there, along with some mob boss.
Yes, who is apparently played by someone I am supposed to recognize, but don't. And they capture Mel Gibson, the new Expendables, and they're like, "Yeah, we did it. We're young and beautiful." So they put they put Mel Gibson in the plane, and Mel Gibson tells the new Expendables, like, hey, I remember when I was in the Expendables and I did the dirty work for the government and whatnot, and I don't like them anymore, and Sylvester Stallone is a backstabbing asshole.
Yes, they tried to make it seem like he wants to affect the loyalty of Sylvester of the new Expendables and test their loyalty for Sylvester Stallone.
Too bad they don't do anything with that plot line.
Yes, they completely forget it.
Yes, and instead, Mel Gibson's henchmen attack the aeroplane, and and Mel Gibson and 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 Mel Gibson escapes from the airplane. And wait a minute, are you in the airplane or some truck thing?
I don't know. This movie is so repetitive. I'm trying to figure out if I'm remembering things from this movie or the other two.
Yes, they kind of mesh in with each other. They kind of meld together and whatnot. But the point is, he escapes. There's big explosions and booming. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone how somehow makes it out alive, but during this time, the Mel Gibson has kidnapped all the new Expendables. Oh no!
Yes, Mel Gibson.
What was that?
You don't want to know. What you mean this?
Don't do that ever again.
Okay. So Sylvester Stallone has escaped, but his expendable junior team has been kidnapped.
Yep. A great start so far. You hired a new team to help you out, and instead they all get kidnapped. Way to go choosing this new team, Sylvester Stallone.
He had hope with Kelsey Grammer.
Oh yeah, we forgot Kelsey Grammer was in this film, and then he left.
Yeah, he was there just to help Sylvester Stallone get the new kids.
Yes, and also to imply that he has cancer, to be like, oh look, character development. No, just kidding. That was a joke. No character development for me. Bye. I'm gonna go be business partners with Big Mama.
Yes, he's gonna go be business partners with Big Mama.
So anyway, so now he has to rescue the new Expendables on his own.
Yes, but he has help.
Yes, and who does he have help from?
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Well, at first, but then Arnold Schwarzenegger is like, sorry, I am only here for 3 cameos. This was my second one, so I have to leave now. Bye bye.
Yes, so he has left, and instead, Sylvester Stallone's only partner to help him now is Antonio Banderas.
Yes, how the fuck did he get here, by the way?
I don't know, plot convenience. They really want Antonio Banderas to be here now.
And Antonio Banderas is being all like, "Oh, look at me! I'm the goofy comic relief one now for some reason. Look at me being all kooky and funny and being a fanboy and not shutting the fuck up."
Yes. And then, as they are about to leave to get all killed, the old Expendables come.
Yes, the old Expendables arrive because they were tired of not being involved, because they showed a montage of what they were doing earlier, not being Expendables anymore, and it was really sad. Like Jason Statham was watching a knife commercial. American Jason Statham was in the bar being jealous of other people having friends while he didn't have his friends. And Terry Crews was still in the hospital, being near death, and 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 Dolph Lundgren was was too busy doing something that has to do with being Dolph Lundgren, and Wesley Snipes was getting used to his hotel. Just really sad all around.
Yes, but now um now they have band together to get in front of Sylvester Stallone's airplane and be like, "Stop in the name of love."
Yes, they're going to help Sylvester Stallone get back the Junior Expendables, whether Sylvester Stallone wants it or not, because they're Expendables. God damn it! So they all get in the plane and they all head towards wherever the hell the bad guy's place is. They go into this forest and then they climb up a bunch of rocks and Antonio Banderas gets some character development, even though he doesn't really need it because this movie is chock full of characters already. But whatever. So uh, so Antonio Banderas gets his character development he so desperately wants, and then we finally see where the big epic climax is going to happen.
Yes, and where are we going to have this big epic climax?
Why, an abandoned building, of course, an abandoned casino.
Wait a minute. The first one had its climax in an abandoned factory, and the second one had a climax in an abandoned airport. So you're telling me that the third one is going to have its climax in an abandoned casino?
It's tradition. A lot of action movies have their action, big epic climaxes happen in a conveniently abandoned public place.
Was that just lazy?
They're on a budget, goddammit. They blew it on getting all of these unnecessary stars to show up in 2 minutes of film. So anyway, they break in, they storm into the airport, and they no wait, that was the second one.
See what I mean? It's really hard to make the differences between this film.
Well, this film has Chuck Norris, and what? No, wait. The second film has Chuck Norris, and this one does not.
Oh, that is the difference.
Yes, it is. So they go fighting Chuck. I gotta take Chuck Norris out of my mind.
Impossible. He is too irresistible.
But I have to move on. He's not in the movie. Instead, it's these guys. So anyway, they're fighting Mel Gibson's henchmen, and then when you think and they set free the expendable juniors.
Yes, they rescue the newcomers, and not a single one of them died.
Yes, because we need these guys for the sequels. God damn it, we got too much star power here. We can't waste it by killing them.
They killed Thor's brother in the second one without any thought.
Yeah. They seem like they're too scared to kill off any of their characters.
But let's move on from that.
Yes, let's talk about more of the climax. When you think all hope is lost and they're like all fucked up and they're spread across the building, being just when you think all hope is lost, down from the heavens comes a helicopter, and we got a whole bunch of more star power to inject into this movie.
Yes, we have returning cameos from Harrison Ford and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Harrison Ford come back to renew their cameo stamps, and also coming in is Jet Li.
Yes, remember when there was a time where Jet Li was actually a part of the regular Expendables?
Yes, in the first one he was with the Expendables the whole time, and in the second one he had to leave all of a sudden for some reason, and in this one he just shows up at the very end with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah,
Yes, it seems like now he will only show up with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, and it's implied by, and then they have a joke by from Sylvester Stallone, like, "Oh, are you two dating? Oh,
But doesn't but then it makes it seem like they actually are.
oh yeah, they might actually be fuck buddies. That's adorable."
Oh, not fuck buddies. Be more sensitive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say life partners. So anyway, Harrison Ford and life partners Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jet Li come in. Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, "I am here to give to name drop some obvious on the nose references to my past movies, whether you like it or not." Blah, blah, blah. And there's fighting and shooting and explosions and everybody is horny for the female expendable junior.
Yes, everyone wants to fuck her.
Yes, Wesley Snipes, who we imply for a second is dead, but I'm like, no, you can't kill off both black guys.
Yeah, you still need at least one.
Yeah, but he's okay. He flirts with her. Antonio Banderas flirts with her. Tells her to hold his gun, which is an obvious metaphor for holding penises. And they're shooting, and the expendable juniors are like, "Oh, come on, movie, give us some more screen time to show us like doing stuff." And one of the expendables whose character trait is like climbing, apparently, is like, "Hey, look at me climbing." And they're like, "Hey guys, we have to evacuate." So they go away. All of Mel Gibson's henchmen are defeated, apparently, except for Mel Gibson, and everybody is evacuating and getting on the helicopter with being piloted by Harrison, waiting for his paycheck forward. But wait a minute. Do you know who hasn't gotten to the airplane yet?
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, he already got in because he was trying to tell people to get on it. You know, evoking to a reference to a famous catchphrase he's known for. Do you know which one?
Is it
No, don't say it. You're dignifying it.
sorry?
That's okay. But one of them is not there, and you know who that is?
Oh, let me guess. Sylvester Stallone has stayed behind so he can have an epic beatdown with um Mel Gibson.
Yes, he stays behind to have a one-on-one with the bad guy of the film in a final fight with using only their fisticuffs and not using any weapons. Just the two of them on their own with no one to help them and no weapons. Just with their bare hands.
This all sounds familiar.
Yes, and that drives home our point we were making. This is exactly like the climax of the second one verbatim, where they're just having a one-on-one with each other. The only difference is in the second one it was Claude Van Damme, and in this one it's Mel fucking Gibson. It's like, oh, let's do the same exact thing verbatim, except now it's Mel Gibson.
Yes, but in this one, Sylvester Stallone doesn't cut off Mel Gibson's hand. Or cut off his head, I mean.
Yes, instead, he just takes a gun and shoots him.
Well, that wasn't even creative. That was less creative than the second one's way of disposing of the villain.
Yep, no clever way here, don't have time. Sylvester Stallone has to get away from the building that's apparently about to explode for some reason.
Yeah, apparently there was a bomb we forgot about.
I think the movie forgot it too. But anyway, the bomb goes off. Sylvester Stallone is running to get into the helicopter. You see a giant rope extending from the helicopter. So you basically are to expect that Sylvester Stallone is gonna obviously grab this rope. But no, they don't show it at first. They're like, "Oh, did he survive? Did he survive? Or did he? Yeah, he did. We already knew that would happen."
Yes, that's not a surprise. I mean, you kept showing them wondering if he did, but you didn't show the rope that he was trying to grab, and then he did.
Yeah, big shock. Oh, are they gonna kill off the main protagonist of this film about people who don't die? Nope.
Yeah, yes, he gets saved, and they cut to that bar.
Yes, the bar that all the Expendables go to every single time. Every single. They should call this the epilogue bar because every time the Expendables has an epilogue, the last scene of the movie, it has to be at that bar.
Yes, the epilogue bar. So they all go to the epilogue bar, and we are reminded that every single one of them did not die in this movie.
Yep, not even Terry Crews, who we kept saying did. Yep, they pushed it out on us, and it's like, yeah, since the movie is almost over, let's give them back their extra black guy. So he's still alive. He gives back Sylvester Stallone that scary ass ring, and everyone is safe. No one died. Uh, Sylvester Stallone, the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jet Li may or may not be fuck buddies. Uh, the Expendable Junior, who is female, still has this character trait that she's a feminist. Oh, she says men because she doesn't like them.
Oh, how come it seems like when it comes to action movies, if you're going to have a female character, her defining character trait has to directly have to do with men?
Yes, they either really like men or they really hate men. Jesus Christ, can't you have like a different character trait? I mean, Dolph Lundgren's character trait is that he's stupid, but he's also a tech nerd somehow, and he gets jealous when Sylvester Stallone shows up with a younger tech nerd, and he's like, God damn it! I'm the one who's supposed to be the tech nerd, even though I don't look like a tech nerd because I'm Dolph Lundgren. Jesus Christ!
Yes, uh, they have character traits. Even Antonio Banderas has a unique character trait. Is that he's annoying.
Yes, he has a character just trait too that he's the annoying fanboy, and and what's Ronda Rousey's character trait? Oh, she doesn't like men. Jesus Christ! You couldn't give her like a real character trait. It just has to do with the fact that she's a woman. Jesus Christ!
Yes, so the Expendables indict all the new Expendables to their team.
Even though they were, even though even though they were even though they costed them a lot and caused problems for them, and they were the ones that were the damsels in distress.
The dumbasses in distress.
Yeah, they were more like casualties that could have been casualties in war, but whatever. Yeah, they get to be expendables now, even though the only thing they showed so far is that they can be dead weight, and they let them karaoke to show that they're bad at singing, and the end. The movie over. Go fuck off.
Yes, the movie is over. Ugh.
Yep, the movie is over. So, now that we broke it apart, what were your overall thoughts?
I thought that it was a carbon copy of the second one.
Yes. The first one had its problems in that they kept cutting to this uninteresting subplot about Jason Statham having a normal life with his wife and or girlfriend or whatever. And I'm like, come on, we came here to look at these awesome retired 1980s action stars being awesome again. Only this time together.
Yes, that was the selling point of the movie. but they kept cutting to this like, oh, let's show what we have to deal with when we're not expendables and how it affects us when we are fighting and what we think about. That's not what we came here for. We came here for the action.
Yes, and then we got that in the second one. They cut off the fat, they trimmed the fat, which was, oh, let's show what we do during our regular civilian life. Instead, they stuck to just the action, to just them going on cool missions and stuff. And they did the same thing here, but it just felt like too much of the same. It felt repetitive. It felt like the same stuff was happening. Oh, the Expendables have new people. Oh, the new people are in trouble. Oh, we meet a bad guy who we've had a past with before. Oh, we have to go through some stuff. We have to fight them at this abandoned place. Oh, Sylvester Stallone has to go one-on-one with the bad guy. Oh, we have to have cameos show up at the beginning and then leave and then show back up at the end of the movie in the climax. Oh, we have to be all happy at the bar. It's like the same exact movie. You can't do that. You can't do the same movie over and over again.
They did with the Hangover movies.
Yes, but those movies are over, and that's what might happen with these movies. You have to change it up.
Didn't they change it up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies? And you didn't like that movie?
Well, that's because they changed it in a bland way. They changed it in a way that made it bland. With this, though, they kept it the same. And if you keep exciting things the same and do it over and over again, it will be boring because then we'll know what happens each time. I mean, sure, we're glad that Terry Crews survived, but if he had died, at least that would have been different than what we've seen before. It's like all the Expendables are alive at the beginning of the movie, then they're all still alive at the end. Every single goddamn time.
They even repeat what they did with Dolph Lundgren in the first movie, where you think for sure he's dead, but it turns out, nope, he's not.
Yeah, they 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 keep repeating themselves with these movies. And if you keep doing that, people are going to get bored.
And they've already been confirmed for a fourth one.
Yes. And if they do that one, hopefully they'll do something different instead of the same. Ugh. So, let's rate the movie. Do you, Bludnovsky,
Thank you for not saying Chodnovsky.
you're welcome, do you think that the audience should either watch this movie or or should they watch this movie or get shot in the balls by Mel Gibson and then rely on a little voodoo ring to get better?
Um, I would prefer them to get shot in the balls by Mel Gibson, because this movie is a carbon copy of the second one, and if you miss this movie, you are missing nothing.
Yep, the status quo doesn't change. Oh, the only difference is that Wesley Snipes is here, and Jet Li is out, but he's still alive. So not much difference. So if you look, not much change, and and so so it's basically like watching. So if you watch all of these movies in a row, it's basically like watching the same movie over and over again. You know exactly what's going to happen. The main guy is going to have a one-on-one with the bad guy at the end. You're going to think that one of the Expendables is dead, but he's not. It's the same thing. Like, if you have cameos of people you liked, but you didn't see them for long, don't worry, they're going to show up at the climax. I am certain of it. God damn it. You change it up. Make it different. Show us something new in the sequel.
Yes, please. or we will not see it. So what is your rating?
I would prefer to be shot in the balls because Terry Crews survived and he got a cool ring out of it.
But then he had to return it back.
Oh, good, damn it. It's like damned if I do, damned if I don't. It's a double-bladed sword. So that's the review, everybody. A little bit shorter than usual because barely anything in this movie happened.
Yes, barely anything to of particular note of.
So tune in next time where I review a black and white movie that didn't have to be black and white, but they had to do it all stylistically because they have to be pretentious and whatnot.
Not every black and white movie is pretentious, like Clerks.
But this isn't like Clerks. This has a lot more boobies than Clerks does. And also the sequel to Clerks was not black and white. But this sequel is. Oh, I gave too much on what it is. Okay, see you next time, everybody.
Yes, ta-ta. Hey, I have to make a blob a spin-off. Can I have a spin-off?
No way, McBean yet.
But I was able to carry the show while you were away.
Yes, but you didn't have a scary girlfriend threatening my life.
Oh, I